Welcome back
I've
to the stream in which I forgot to turn back on the sound. The sound is back on, Rich.
Oh, we back on
We're back
now?
on. Yeah, we're back on.
Okay.
So I don't know what you were about to say, but keep in mind that we're streaming now.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're talking about my fiance.
Oh, sure.
Fiance fiance.
Oh, wow.
Fiance wall.
Oh, I didn't know it was that French.
It's extremely French.
Your relationship is that French? Great.
I'm wondering if there's anything I ever even would have seen her in. I know you can hear her voice in the United States of No. She may or may not be visible in the making of feature on the Gorilla Interrupted DVD. I'm not sure. I'd have to rewatch that.
I'm blowing up scenery while you talk. This is fun.
They're talking about FTL in the chat,
Oh my god.
and I was thinking,
Yeah.
you know what FTL needs?
What?
A ship editor.
Ooh, make your own chip?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would be badass. Who do we call about that?
I'm sure somebody's probably working on a mod if it doesn't already exist.
Sure.
If this exists, a ship editing mod for FTL, I would love to see it.
That would be super great, and then you could like balance like how many resources you get. Like, do you put it into weapons? Make it like an ultra shield ship, but you have almost no weapons. Ooh.
What I would love to experiment with, a ship with low engines, no shields, but with a super shield.
Okay.
You know, the Zolta one, the green one that doesn't regenerate.
Yeah.
Those drone ships that actually regenerate super shields, and twin Vulcan cannons.
Oh my god.
Just a complete fucking bulldog ship. You know, that's that's tough, but it doesn't have the regenerating shields.
Sure.
And doesn't dodge well, and it's just got those big fucking Vulcan cannons. That would be fun just to play around with.
Sure. Well, I like it would be really great like if there's a ship editor where it's like editable statistics, and then like you could call it like game genie mode, where you could just make the most you could be the mothership.
Yeah.
You make the most overpowered ship.
FTL needs that, and it needs an endless mode where you just keep going after the boss.
Oh, sure.
Just for kicks.
Or there's no boss. And you just keep going. What you could call that like Twilight Zone mode. Or I'm trying to think of a good Star Trek reference.
5-year mission.
Ooh, call it the 5-year mission.
Yeah, make it all unexplored space.
Now you're talking. You already had this idea figured out. You already had like the name of it before I mentioned anything, didn't you? Because that, you know what, that was just too good and too fast. No offense to you, but I just want to see what happens if you clear the level.
Yes, I've heard of the Infinite Space mod. I've been looking into this recently, very recently. I haven't played around with that yet. I haven't played around with mods in FTL at all, and I think I finally unlocked all the different ships and all the different ship layouts. So now I'll probably start messing around with FTL mods.
Sure. You're back on an FTL kick recently.
Yeah, because you know why?
Why?
Because after Alien Isolation, I wanted to play something fun. That's the honest to God, true reason why I've been playing FTL a lot lately. I'd love to play something I enjoy.
No. Something that almost... I would like to play something that feels like a game. That would be super nice. No, that's okay. You know what? We never have to play it again. This is why we're real winners. Oh, should we tell them? Should we tell them about our No Death Run spinoff?
If you want to, we talked about that before. Where we're gonna, I mean, it's
We
not
didn't.
something we ever actually did, but
We didn't talk about it. Oh no. What I mean, what we talked about last week with Jay.
oh yeah, you can tell him about that. Yeah,
Okay, and
it wasn't a
here,
no death run.
no, it's not a no death run. We're gonna start because we did the Guacamole no death run with Rich, which was really enjoyable and really fun. And he didn't make it, but I thought it was a really fun time. Jay has expressed an interest in playing Alien Isolation because he is the biggest Alien fan there is.
Yeah,
And so he wanted to play it, but Rich and I said, "Well, we're not going to play it. We're not gonna, if you get bored with the game, we're not gonna pick it up after you're done." And so we're gonna do a no board run stream. It will be the all Jay no board run, which means Jay will play the game. Rich and I will not tell him anything. We won't help him or give him spoilers. And as soon as Jay gets bored, the entire stream is done. No game.
the entire stream.
Yep.
It could be a very short stream.
It could be a very short stream, or it could be the longest stream in prereq history. But the no board run. Just to see how long Jay can handle the game. And
Can we place bets beforehand?
I think we have to.
Without
Right?
telling Jay about it.
How do I unlock other? It doesn't matter. I want to be this guy anyway, but how to unlock other?
My money says 30 minutes.
You think he can make it 30 minutes?
He'll get 30 minutes. I mean, we have to define bored. I guess bored when he wants to quit, when he's just sick of it.
Yeah, that's bored.
Yeah.
Whenever Jay wants to be done playing, we're done with the stream. I don't know, like when.
Possibly 40. I'll go 40.
When do you meet? When I'm trying to think of the moment it started to go really downhill for me. Is like right after you meet the first guy who kind of is your tutorial level, right? Like the guy who wants to kill you but then decides not to because reasons. Right after that segment, right after the tutorial level, I was done. I was done-ski. Or that's at least when I knew what the game was going to be from here on out. So I give him till that. I don't know when do you think you meet
That was
guy?
that was about 4 hours in, right?
No, I mean it felt
I'm
like
exaggerating.
It. Oh, good. You're exaggerating for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. And that's fair. For a moment there, I thought you were being serious, and I was rather confused. 4 hours? That doesn't seem right at all. I know. Could have, but you know what? Here's the thing. It could have been. Could have been 4 hours for all I knew. Because it felt like fucking ever.
All right, enough about that fucking game.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
God.
right.
We're talking about FTL and pleasant discussions about modding your own ships, and then we got back on that thing.
The thing who will not be named. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I know mods are a big deal in the PC gaming world. In general, I try to stay away from them. Just because, like, the game... There are two thoughts, right? Like, one is the game should be what the developers wanted to make, and two is the crowdsourcing initiative, where it's like, well, what if people can make it better?
That's what a mod is.
That is what a mod is, right?
I don't care about the designer's vision. if I wanna fuck around with the files in a game I bought, then I'm gonna fuck around with the files in a game I bought.
Sure. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Rich Evans doesn't care about your damn dream. He doesn't care about your concept.
It's not like I won't play the vanilla version.
Sure.
Once you've played it, especially once you've played through a game once, why not add a mod? Just spice it up a bit. It's
Sure.
fine. blow it out your ass, Jack. It's fine.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
I don't like mods because the developer's vision of the game. Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, you know what? No, I wasn't even saying that. I was giving other people's opinions. I was saying that's why I generally don't do them. Also, I'm just not that into games that have that many mods, I guess. Remember, I'm a console guy. You know, we can't mod on consoles.
Yeah. People are keep asking me about the Long War mod for XCOM. Long War mod.
Yeah. Well, what about it?
There was, for one, I actually am perfectly happy with vanilla XCOM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with vanilla.
Sure.
Some people have said this is the only way you can play the game, so it's not boring. No, it's fine. I love vanilla XCOM.
Right.
If you don't, I'm sorry, but
but you're wrong.
I haven't tried the long. I mean, I've played around with modding it myself. I've altered little things here and there.
Right.
There was something, I forgot what it even was, and I was reading about the Long War mod. There was something it changed, and I'm like, I don't really like that too much. I don't remember what it was though.
Sure. Well, then this is a great story then.
I just want people to stop asking me about it. It's not a great story. It's people don't shut up about the Long War mod.
Sure.
That's what it is. It's like I'm just gonna address it, and maybe they'll stop saying it every 5 seconds.
I mean, you know that's not true.
What the fuck?
Oh, I heard a what the fuck. Rich, I heard a what the fuck.
Jay Bowman's beard. Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, I don't believe that's the real Jay Ballman's beard at all.
No, Jay Bowman's beard doesn't know how to type.
Why? What did he do?
His beard?
Yeah.
It just sits on his face. It's a beard.
You son of a bitch. I thought you were talking about the user.
No.
Jay Ballman's
No,
beard.
no.
Once again, horribly confused. Oh my god, I died already. I tried a new tactic that run, in which I just dead pressed the trigger button.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't help.
Okay.
It's almost as if they want you to aim and whatever other bullshit.
People are also asking me about impossible difficulty on XCOM, and the truth is I haven't messed around with it that much. Classic difficulty feels right to me.
Sure.
So I typically play on classic because it's what I enjoy.
Have you played Impossible? Have you tried
I'm not-
Impossible at all?
Not very much.
Okay.
I tried it like once.
Sure.
But I'm not playing the game to increase the size of my penis.
I'm
I just
sorry.
play to have fun.
I'm sorry. You're what?
It's not an XCOM difficult. I can play it on hardcore difficulty because I'm XCOM badass. Just I like playing XCOM, and that's enough.
Well, first of all,
E-peen, that's the thing.
okay.
That's the thing.
We have a new subscriber. So if you could find out who that is and thank them.
I'm looking for it. I don't see it.
I heard what the fuck.
I have no idea. Karuking? Kaeruking? I'm gonna say Karuking.
Karuking.
You
Sure.
Karuking, thank you for subscribing.
Secondly, e-penis. This is a real thing. Rich Evans.
What?
E-penis.
Oh, E-peen, yeah. It's like just bragging rights for a game, like achievements, that kind of thing.
I have never heard this before.
I've heard that before.
I'm not denying that you've heard it before. I think you've heard it before because you said it when you made it up.
No. I don't make up shit like that.
All right. I'm gonna believe you only because I have no other option. Ah, these items disappear so damn fast. Oh, I guess I'm down here now. That's fine.
Why does Jack sound fed up? I don't know. Do you sound fed up?
Fed up with what?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess just because that's how I was sounding right there. I don't know. No, I'm concentrating. On the game. So you might just be hearing me concentrate, which might be new for some of you because I don't think very often. So that could be it. That's what I'm gonna guess. But no, I'm not fed up. I'm not fed up with anything. I like everything all the time. Except for Alien Isolation. Oh no, that's why I'm fed up. Because we were talking about Alien Isolation.
Oh, now we're talking about it again.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it.
Oh.
Can't help it. The thing. It's a thing, and like every day I have to read and moderate those damn YouTube comments telling us how we played it wrong. So this is just part of my life now. And because it's part of mine, it's going to be part of yours. That's how it works.
The ones that get me are the ones that basically say that we shouldn't have reviewed it because we don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like you're missing the point of a review. You play it, and then you determine what you thought about it.
Right.
And as long as you assess it fairly, you can hate a game.
I think so.
Don't play games you're not gonna like. What, why even bother with the review? How about just... We love everything, because we're supposed to, we have to. We don't like it, we're not supposed to play it. So we love everything.
We only review games we love. Welcome to the FTL show.
You were right to spend $60 on that.
Good job.
We should have a review show. We should change prereq, and it'll just be that. We'll call it Validate Your $60 Purchase. Will be the new name of the show.
And it'll only be games that we like.
And the final verdict in every game we'll play will be, you were right to spend $60 on that. Yeah, that sort of thing, or the we are predetermined to not like it. It's like, no, we enjoy all sorts of games. Yeah.
Who knows what we're gonna be like? Who knows what we're going to like?
If we here's the thing though, even if we typically don't like horror games, and I typically don't, even though I did give Alien a fair shot, I like Alien, I was curious about the game, but that's still a fair thing not to like horror games.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And it's our goddamn show. And so people will learn what our tastes are, and will listen to, that's how critics work, is you try to find the critic who represents your taste or just elevates the conversation, and I hope we did that. That's the real hope, is that we showed the things that bothered us. And so if you are a fan of Alien or of horror games, you can look at it from a different perspective. Isn't that a weird thing?
Like let's say we actually liked Alien.
Yeah.
If you're also, kind of person watching the show who doesn't like horror games, maybe then you'd actually consider buying Alien if you hadn't, because people who don't like horror games liked it. Well, maybe I'll give it a shot too.
Sure.
Absolutely. I mean, nah, just review things you like and give them good reviews.
Yep. Don't you know lessons of life? Don't you know lessons of life? I gotta get out of here. This isn't doing me any good.
Okay. Beef Rockmore says, Rich Evans, name my puppy.
Ooh.
Name your puppy DOG.
DOG?
Yeah.
What's DOG?
DIOGGEE. DOG. Your dog is named DOG. Do you get it?
Oh my god, I do now. I didn't at first.
Yeah. I have now named your puppy.
DOG. DOG. D-I... Spell it again?
Spell it however you want. D-E-E or D-I-E-E, whatever. But just spell that out. D.O.G and just spell it out.
That's
DIOGGEE or something like that.
and his name is DOG.
DOG.
That's borderline brilliant, Rich.
I've seen that somewhere once. Somebody I've seen had a dog named DOG. So I can't take credit for inventing that.
Sure, okay.
But I thought it was the cutest thing. So
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you. What do we get here? Magic cube. Increases magnetic power. Oh, cool. I'm with you. Bigger bullets, more damage. Nice. Feeling this run. Feeling it.
okay.
Feeling it until I'm not anymore.
I need something to talk about. Dead air bad.
Dead air bad.
Dead air bad need talk.
Wow. Not like that.
How about-
I would prefer if you did it in complete sentences. I mean, that's just me though. You do what you do.
How about that thing you like?
How about that?
Isn't that great? That thing you like?
Well, you know what? I don't want to harp on the alien thing too much longer.
I'm done with it completely. But okay.
The only other thing I want to mention comment-wise is there have been some more why don't you guys ever talk about things you like comments on it.
Mm-hmm.
To which an appropriate response would be, did you watch the episode right before this one? Where we talked about the thing that we really liked, guacamole.
They only see what they want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we've liked about half the games we've played, right?
Yeah, I think so. How do I
Well, we liked Risk of Rain. Didn't care much for the Banner Saga.
How do I do this? How did I do that? Fuck.
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't-
on a minute behind, so
That's true. No, I was on a special level where I had to put a key in a lock, but I didn't know how to drop. I had the key in my hand and I was touching the lock with my body, but
Okay,
apparently I needed
okay.
to drop the key on the lock and I didn't know how to drop it. God damn it. That
You died?
I died and that was some
Oh, you die and then the key fell on it after you've died. Oh,
yeah,
no.
you see that?
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks, and that's because apparently I didn't know how to drop it. Ugh. That I don't much care for. Once this game can get some proper controller support, I will like it a lot more.
Rich, why are you so anti-DRM? I know you play an Origin suck, and some Steam stuff stinks, but Steam is so convenient. Yes, Steam is very convenient, but you don't own any of the games you bought on Steam. Valve owns them, and if for some reason Valve wants to take away your access to those games, they can do that. Like, I've brought this up in another stream, but just imagine someday that Gabe has passed away and EA Games has bought Steam.
Oh my god.
Does
How dare you?
Yeah, but does that sound fun to you? Does that sound good? Do you think good things would happen? They'd find some reason to make you rebuy all your old shit.
By the way, that's that is a
Gee.
horrible thing to say.
But it's entirely possible. And you
Sure.
have to plan for that if you're smart and you really like a game. GOG.com. I'm going to mention them again. I've mentioned them before. They sell mostly old classics, but I think every now and then they get a new game. You buy a game on there, completely DRM free. You can download the file for the game, back it up on a hard drive or whatever, and it's just yours. You can install it at will. The internet goes down, just pull it off your backup drive and install it.
I want to say Humble Bundle does the same thing.
Yeah, I
Humble
think they
Bundle
do.
usually offers DRM
I don't know
free.
I don't know if they always do, but yeah. Valve has already declined multiple offers from EA. Well, I'm sure that'll be true from here to the rest of infinity. And nothing could ever possibly change.
Right.
Like, I'm sure George Lucas would never sell Star Wars.
Oh my
That
god.
would never happen.
Oh my god, Rich. That's a beautiful analogy. That's a beautiful analogy. I'm sure George Lucas would never sell Star Wars.
Maybe Valve doesn't even sell Steam. Maybe someday there's new management at Valve and they're greedier, more horrible management. These things could happen,
It's
and
true.
you don't have any control over whether or not it happens, and you don't have any control over the game you bought
That's true.
because it's basically DRM. It's on Steam. They own it. You're leasing the game when you buy a game on Steam.
That's true.
Or Origin, or Uplay, or whatever the service is, but basically, you're not owning that. You're leasing it.
Right. And the deal is you get the convenient, you get the community, you get the convenience, you get all the extra stuff like the trading cards and the achievements and all that fun stuff.
All that shit that means nothing to me.
Right. Right. No, and like, you know, Gabe is a well-known gamer. You know,
Yeah.
he's made a bunch of money when he worked at Microsoft and just wanted to make the best gaming platform he could.
And I believe that.
But and you know
Right.
what? I've never thought about him not owning Steam.
He could have a heart attack tomorrow. You don't know.
I mean, that's true. And it's the thing. This is what I'm saying is the things you're saying are horrifying and true. And I kind of want to cry. I mean, I'm not gonna cry. But I'm thinking about it. All right. This is why we need you, Rich. You teach us the lessons of life. Those lessons include own your own shit.
Yeah.
I do not like ice levels. Getting out of there. Getting out of that ice level. Toot sweet.
Rich Evans has a yellow lantern ring.
Oh my lord. I think they just called you a bad guy, Rich.
Well, no, that's the fear. Fear is the yellow ring.
Oh, is it?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about no fucking Green Lantern. I thought just yellow was the opposite of green. And so, like, the Green Lantern rings don't work on yellow items.
Well, recently they've added all different sorts of colored rings.
Oh, is that a new thing?
Yeah, well, the last few years, there's like
okay.
a red ring for anger and
Oh,
whatnot.
Jesus.
Yellow is fear.
Oh,
They're saying I'm a master of fear.
okay.
Basically.
That's fair. I'll take that. Absolutely. That's exactly what Rich Evans is. Fuck. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Oh, just... You're going to see this in a second.
Okay.
I was jumping for the health pack,
And you hit the spikes.
and I hit the spike monster
Oh, okay. Okay.
as I'm jumping for the health pack.
Well, that sucks. I don't know.
That's one more. I'm gonna do one more, and then we'll move on to something else. This is it. The definitive run right here. The definitive. Am I gonna forget the name? Cavern Kings. I forgot the name of the game for a second. Definitive Cavern Kings run. Super elite speed run. MLG Pro. All the terms that people throw around all the time now.
Are you gonna keep playing until you beat the game tonight?
I don't know. I might. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, you can do that if you want. I'm under no obligation to stick around.
No, you're just here. No, I think I'm gonna move after this run. I'm gonna do one more run here, and then after this run, I'm gonna play something else. I don't know what yet. I said Risk of Rain. I don't know if it's too similar. If it's weird that I'm playing two games that are like very, very much alike. But I also don't care. So
It's your stream. Play whatever the fuck you want.
that's pretty much how I'm feeling. But
Somebody said. Sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
oh no, I was just kind of trailing off. So what do you got?
Somebody said Rich Evans' life is like a roguelike. Isn't life the ultimate roguelike?
Yes. Yes, it is.
You there are no extra lives. You just go until you die.
Yep.
And starts off easy, and it gets progressively harder. You try and acquire new items to make life easier, like jobs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But eventually, you die in the end.
And that's it.
Life is the ultimate roguelike.
Yes. And that, sad, depressing, sure. But I wish I had more to add, but I'm concentrating.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I just want I don't want people to think like Jack's not comfortable talking about death. Any of that bullshit. No, I'm going to talk about death. That's fine. I'm just concentrating.
I don't have anything else to go with that thought anyway.
Great,
So.
great. That's great then.
Now they're saying I'm a Black Lantern.
Wow, we got some Green Lantern fans here.
Yeah.
Who'da thunk? I guess somebody reads them.
It was Risk of Rain update this week, apparently,
Oh, was
according
there?
to the stream.
Oh, well then
What
I
do they say? It runs way better now. Major new engine update. FPS is a solid 60 forever for most people now.
Really?
Well, I'm gonna have to give this a shot.
Yeah, we can do that. We can see if we can hop on a server together and do multiplayer.
Yeah, we can try it.
Come on, Rich, you grumpus. We can do it.
I said I'll try, Jack. What more do you want out of me?
I know. Just I've heard. I've heard
I can't
people,
force myself to have a super positive attitude.
I've heard people in the comments call you a grumpus, and I wanted to call you a grumpus.
I am a realist.
That's
I'm not
exactly
a grumpus.
what a grumpus would say.
I am a realist.
Uh-huh. Anything you say, grump.
If you prepare for the worst, you can't be disappointed.
Ah, that's really funny. Of course you can. Rich, if there's one thing life has taught me is there's always room for more disappointment.
This is why I firmly believe that EA Games is going to buy Steam tomorrow.
That's really funny. I would like to think, much like another product whose design philosophy and ecosystem I love, Apple, I would like to think that, like after Steve Jobs died, it was in capable hands with Tim Cook. We are finding out that it's kind of not.
Who would have thunk?
Right. After like the visionary is gone, do they put the right people in charge? This is a really good thought. I'm not liking the direction that Apple is heading.
Valve's future.
It could be. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you.
Valve's future.
This is what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm trying not to let my emotions show during the live stream. That I'm a little freaked out right now. Shit, come on. E button. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's a little unclear. I got it. Get it. Was it worth it? Ooh, leaves a trail of fire. Yes, worth it. I had to do that stupid thing where... No, fuck. Wasted all my goddamn health pressing the goddamn E button. That's on the other side of my mic stand.
I'm sorry. Shut up, Rich. Let me keep taking the blue pill.
No, and like for me, to put a nice little bow on the DRM and Steam talk, I don't like physical media. I don't like having that around. I think we've talked about this before. I'm kind of a pack rat and a sloppy person. So not having shelves, except for books. I really like books. But, not having shelves full of DVDs or CDs, that kind of stuff, I really enjoy. So to me, it's worth it. Leasing the game to have Steam's ecosystem is worth it.
What about one external hard drive that just has a bunch of shit backed up on it?
And maybe that's the thing. Like I said though, I like the ecosystem. I like the achievements. I like talking to people. I like the little chat. I like the chats. I like the groups. I like all that stuff. So for me, the ecosystem is worth it.
Achievements replaced actual content in games.
No, they're bone.
Yes, no. For doing shit in games, you used to get rewarded with like unlockable costumes or unlockable items.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get this little shitty thing that just pops up and goes away. Achievements have replaced content in games, and I hate them.
Bad achievements have replaced content in bad games. I think in good games, achievements are a little extra frosting on your cake. And in games like roguelikes, like these, like in Risk of Rain, achievements equal unlockable items. When you do something in Risk of Rain and you get an achievement, that equals either a new playable character or a new weapon that randomly pops up. So what you're saying is indicative of bad games. And I know we've just had this conversation about the dark dystopian future of AAA game titles. But even here, even just after a couple days of playing good games instead of the bad AAA game, I'm back thinking happy thoughts about video games.
Jack, maybe I am a grumpus. maybe that's an accurate statement.
But I like that. I like that about you. All right, what are we gonna do here? You wanna try Risk of Rain? You wanna try to do?
Yeah, sure, we'll try it. Let me
right.
hook up my gamepad thing.
Hook up your
thing.
gamepad thing.
Okay.
Hook up your thing. Ooh, I got some cards. Oh, I got some cards. I got some trading cards for playing that.
Well, that's a wonderful story, Jack.
That's pretty dope. I got some cards. Ooh, I can now get a Cavern Kings badge. Ooh, I'm definitely going for that. Definitely going for that Cavern Kings badge. All right, hold on. Let me get. I know you guys are seeing some really exciting stuff on screen right now. Hold on. Let me get Risk of